Hi, I'm Dr. Robert Floyd, founder of the Leaky Gut Solution. Here's a quick rundown on intestinal permeability, aka leaky gut. Here on the left, you'll see normal gut physiology, and on the right is the gut physiology of leaky gut. Obviously, two very different pictures. Here is the inside of the intestine where food, bacteria, viruses, and other toxins pass through. These cells right here are called intestinal epithelium. This is a single layer of cells that forms the lining of both the small and large intestine. These cells serve two main functions. One, absorbing useful nutrients into the body, and two, restricting the entry of harmful substances into the cardiovascular system. As part of its protective role, the intestinal epithelium forms an important component of the intestinal mucosal barrier, also known as the brush border. It is called the brush border because of the microvilli seen here. These microvilli have finger-like projections which increase the surface area for better nutrient absorption. These cells are held together by tight junctions seen here. These tight junctions help form a protective barrier against harmful substances entering the bloodstream. Now, leaky gut, on the other hand, is an entirely different story. Many toxins readily found in the standard American diet damage the intestinal microvilli cells. These microvilli damaging toxins include the well-known gluten and endotoxins released by bad bacteria or bacterial imbalances called dysbiosis. When these toxins come in contact with our intestinal epithelial cells, they lose their nutrient absorption capabilities, resulting in malnutrition. Lectins, also found abundantly in the standard American diet, have a nasty habit of wiggling between these microvilli cells, as seen here, here, and here. And when this happens, these cells become even further damaged, but it gets even worse. When these toxins translocate between the cells, they actually make an impermeable barrier permeable and let foreign bodies invade into a place they shouldn't be, the bloodstream. This is the dreaded leaky gut, as seen here and here. Now, when you have all of these foreign invader toxins in the bloodstream, inflammation ensues. Just like when you get a splinter in your finger, it gets red, warm to the touch, and a little swollen. This is your immune system attacking those foreign invaders. With leaky gut, this inflammation is everywhere in your body. It is not just isolated in the gut. It is fingertip to fingertip and head to toe. Now, your immune system can be thought of as a factory inside the body. It is constantly working 24 hours a day, turning out immune cells called antibodies. These antibodies attack the foreign invaders from leaky gut, like the ones we saw in the bloodstream on the previous slide. One problem with the immune system being in chronic overdrive and constantly on high alert is a process called molecular mimicry. Molecular mimicry happens when the immune system is hypervigilant and your immune system says to itself, hey, look at these pancreas cells. They look like the foreign invaders we've been attacking constantly for the last couple of years. This can also apply to the thyroid cells when the immune system mistakes your own thyroid cells for foreign invaders as well. What occurs next is that you now have your immune system attacking your own cells in the pancreas and the thyroid, leading to autoimmune thyroiditis as well as autoimmune pancreatitis and potential diabetes. This phenomenon of molecular mimicry can occur against any and all endocrine glands in your body, and this can also affect your brain. So to recap, the standard American diet leads to intestinal epithelial damage, and this in turn leads to decreased nutrient absorption and malnutrition, leaky gut, as mentioned before, generalized and chronic inflammation, which leads to obesity and autoimmune disease. And this leads to the epidemic of chronic disease we are witnessing in the United States today. It is my humble opinion, and that of many other functional medicine scholars, that inflammation is the root cause of most, if not all, chronic disease. And as we've seen, leaky gut leads to a staggering amount of generalized chronic inflammation, leading to obesity, neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, autoimmune disease, kidney failure, heart attacks and strokes, and even cancer, just to name a few. And therefore, I've created my life-changing program to help you avoid or reverse chronic disease and live the best, highest, and most vibrant life you can. Because I'm sick of seeing sick people who have been lied to and let down by the food industry, big pharma, and even the healthcare system. My aim is to help people live healthier longer. Because after all, isn't that what we all dream of?